And hi again, everybody. Welcome to our post-game show. We're here at John Kiker Memorial Stadium on the campus of Southeast High School tonight from the press box. Doug Miles along with Ed Schneider, where we saw a very dominating performance tonight by the Braden River Pirates. They defeat the Seminoles tonight 31-14. And Ed, we've done a lot of games over the years with a lot of these different schools, but by far the best performance we've seen by this Braden River Pirate team.
They look very well coached, well disciplined and prepared to play, and they needed that tonight because on the opening kickoff, it was fumbled by Braden River, recovered by Southeast on the Braden River 23-yard line, and 2 plays later, Courtney Allen, the star of Southeast, took it into the end zone for an early touchdown. In less than a minute gone in the game, the Seminoles already had a 7-0 lead. But give Braden River credit; they came back, got into their game plan, and thanks to several turnovers by Southeast in the first half, they were able to build a 21-7 lead by halftime.
Yeah, 21 unanswered points by the Braden River offense, which really mixed it up well tonight with the running game and the passing game. Dustin Peebles, the quarterback for the Pirates, did an outstanding job mixing up the plays tonight. Of course, Titus Humphrey, a running back we were looking forward to see tonight against Courtney Allen for Southeast. He had a great game tonight, a couple of touchdowns, and you got some of the running stats on him.
Yeah, as far as Titus Humphrey goes, he ended up with 123 yards unofficially on 24 carries. He had 80 of those on 17 carries in the first half, and he had 9 carries in the 19-play drive that Braden River chewed up 9 minutes of the third quarter with in the third quarter to only end up with 3 points, but they dominated and wore down the Southeast defense, went up 24-7 there near the end of the third quarter. Near the end of that drive, Humphrey ended up with a cramp, so he didn't come back after that, but still a nice performance, 123 yards unofficially for him. And let's not forget Courtney Allen.
Yep.
Tonight he needed 49 yards to become the all-time leading rusher in the storied history of Southeast High School football. He did that in the first quarter. He ended up by halftime with 109 yards and only 11 carries. Unofficially 151 yards total on 19 carries. He was shut down pretty much in the second half by the Braden River defense, but he still is the all-time leading rusher. Give him credit. Not a big guy, 186-pounder, but he did stick his nose in there a number of times. Showed some nice strength as well, but it wasn't enough. Southeast couldn't overcome the 6 turnovers they ended up committing during the game and falling here 31-14.
Yeah, he surpasses Dyrell McMillan, who had 2,823 yards, his total, and now Courtney Allen will probably approach 3,000 on the season for his career. 3,000 for his career if he finishes out the season with that average of over 100 yards a game.
Well, I think he'll end up, he could break 4,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah,
he's got a long ways to go yet. He's still got 7 games in the regular season. I still expect him to come close to that 4,000-yard mark for a
great
career.
performance by him, but like you mentioned, they had 6 turnovers tonight for a Paul Meckley team. Very uncharacteristic as they now fall to 0-3 on the season. Braden River now jumps out to a 2-0 record on the year, but as we talked about, the real games count when you get to district play, but you never want to be 0-3. It really builds the momentum going into the district schedule, which starts in a couple of weeks. But a good game tonight, entertaining game for Braden River Pirate fans, and we look forward to seeing them later on in the year in our high school game of the week schedule. We'll see them against Booker next Friday night. Ed and I will be at Irick Field at Sarasota High School, where we'll see a much improved Sailor team. We've seen them a couple of times this year already, as they will take on the high-powered Manatee Hurricanes.
Should be a great game. This is one of those rivalries that goes back, I think, nearly 100 years. Long-time opponents. And finally, Sarasota and Manatee are not in the same district, but there's always bragging rights at stake when Sarasota plays Manatee. Manatee ranked highly again nationally and in the state of Florida. Sarasota's been down the last couple of years, and Coach Ed Voll's 4th season at the helm of the Sailors has put together a nice team. They have some firepower of their own, and I'm really looking forward to that game to see how they hold up against the Manatee Hurricanes.
I'd like you to join us for our live broadcast at ustream.tv. You can check us out there. Also, all of our games are podcast available at iTunes and at DougMilesMedia.com, and of course our post-game shows here at YouTube and on Max Preps. Final score once again tonight from Southeast High School: the Braden River Pirates 31 and the Southeast Seminoles 14. For Ed Schneider, I'm Doug Miles saying thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week from Sarasota.
Good night.